Well, we have one more eclipse in Leo, and hopefully it doesn't put us into center stage and have us drama kings or queens, and maybe we can stay under the radar. Now, I have another announcement to make. My other channel, Brothers of the Sword Productions, now has part 5 of Oak Island Prophesy, and I now identify my treasure location on Oak Island. So if you're interested, there's a link down below in the description box. Well, Aries, a lot of things are going on with your cards. And I don't know, with the series of eclipses that happened in July, I don't think it was warp speed for you, but I think it was just warped. Things have changed. This really was a time of reality, review and release. And yet now we're trying to get our energy back up with Mars still retrograde. And Mercury kind of throwing a wrench in things retrograde too. Now the rune that you received for this reading is Thuriza. And this can mean giant, but it's also thorn. And has a connotation to anger and lust. But this rune can also mean that you're going from one space to another, different realms. And I think that's what's been happening lately with this series of eclipses. You've changed your perspective, your reality, and the paths that you're walking. The directions are changing. Now the Minchiati card that I pulled for you, which is a deck I put together that has all the senses, the zodiac signs, the elements of the tarot cards. You received Ether. Now Ether is the hierarchy, the highest level, with all of the elements underneath it. Wands for spirit, swords for intellect, communication, cups for emotion, and pentacles for earth, grounding yourself. This is like the glue that holds everything together, the dark matter that the scientists can't find. Really does feel like some of you Aries are coming into yourself, coming to your own. And the overall energy card that you received is the Three of Wands. What a wonderful card. A card of movement, launching things. You've made plans, and now you're going to put them into action. And it feels like there's more opportunities coming around too. You've looked over the horizon, and I think now, a lot of times people can't see that diamond in the rough, but I think you're seeing that now. As you're looking over the horizon, seeing that things are starting to change and move. The ships are coming into the safe harbor now for you. And you're feeling it. You're feeling pretty good about yourself. Just back there with the Thurizad, though, make sure you can control your anger, lust, desires. Kind of feels like there's going to be some joining of partnerships of some sort, and a lot more people coming into your life than you've had before. But life is feeling pretty good because the cards on the left, for what you know, you receive the Nine of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. It's reminding you this is an upswing cycle of your life. A lot of times we make our own fortune. The goddess Fortuna, they say, legendarily had changed all of the spaces on the wheel as it rotated. So nobody was really sure. It was just by chance what it would land on. But it's really up to you to direct your life to make sure there is some fortune in your life. It just kind of feels like you're going to stumble into something and all of a sudden, whoops, boom. Wow, how did that happen? But it happened because of the Three of Wands up there, because you're putting things into motion. This is all fire energy up there. With all these eclipses going by, maybe it is time to start some new things. And the Nine of Pentacles too is agreeing with that, because the 9 number is saying completion. You went through all of the hard work involved to finally feel comfortable, fulfilled, have some happiness. This is a really comfortable card. I always think of the word replete, meaning just a whole, everything put together. This is time to enjoy life. Enjoy the few luxuries that you have. Luxury is a feeling. It isn't a material thing. It's something that's manifested within you. We're the ones that bring depression about because we're looking back in the past, unhappy with our present, and anxious about the future. Now, the cards in the center, for what is or can be yours, is the Seven of Wands and the Emperor. The Emperor is an empowerment card. It's saying to take control of your life. Get a grip on it. And this is your card. This represents Aries. There's a lot of power in this card. The power in this card is about material things, taking control of your material life, the life here on earth. He brings order out of chaos because he really has to run his empire. Make sure everything's clicking along like a Swiss watch. He brings in laws, rules, sets standards and boundaries. And if people have been stepping over your boundaries recently, draw the line in the sand. Because you have the Seven of Wands there, and this is about a warrior spirit, about people disagreeing at times with you. Your direction in life, the way you behave, what's going on in the ambient environment of your life. A lot of times you're disagreeing with people about how they feel about things. When you do that, though, it makes you review, because this time is a review and release time. And it makes you review, well, if I'm upholding and representing something, do I really believe that? What we believe in life is what we do, our actions every day. We can have a talking head saying, yeah, I believe this, but we don't live it. So evidently you don't believe it. But it's okay. We have to have these readjustments all the time. And there's going to be two over there in the cards next door for yourself and self-awareness. You have Justice and the Three of Cups. The presence of Justice usually says, well, things that have been out of balance are now going back into balance. Finding some fairness and honesty. Looking at things with candor. Now this can truly say there was some type of court proceedings going on, some contracts, some negotiations that are now coming to a completion. And actually you're going to be celebrating it with the Three of Cups there. Although the Three of Cups is connected to the Three of Wands up above. Things that now the wheels are turning and the momentum is picking up. There's kind of a shared accomplishment that's going to be celebrated here. Or some type of shared support that's going to keep you rolling forward. It's always nice to feel harmony between other people, and this is what it's saying. Now you really have some cool future cards. You got the Ace of Wands, Death. I like Death. Eight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Strength card. The Ace of Wands is giving you a new spiritual beginning, a promise. You're the one that has to roll the sleeves up and bring in this new ascension, the new level that you can take yourself to. This is a card that says to seize the day. Seize the month, the year. Seize the opportunity that's coming forward that you can build on. This is bouncing off the Ether card. Ether down to spirit. And then if you have a good spirit, everything else is in alignment underneath it. Intellect and communication, emotions, and your grounding earth. But it's saying here that it's taking you into a transformation. And what an excellent time too, the aftermath of these eclipses, to just trip into something new. In hindsight, it's needed. And here you have the Eight of Pentacles, the card about talent. Working hard towards something with your talent. Starting some new projects like the Three of Wands is saying, bringing it into motion. The number 8 is a karmic equalizer of bringing the intangible with the tangible, physical with the spiritual. And you know, that's what's been going on. There's been a war going on within these planets in the chart that's happening. We've got Saturn over there in Capricorn with Pluto. And then we've got Cancer. We've had Cancer, the Sun, going into Leo. We have all kinds of action going on. We have the North Node. We had Cancer and Leo together with the luminaries of the Moon and the Sun. On the opposite chart from Saturn, the taskmaster of what's going on. Now we're finding balance with things, and that's what the Justice card is saying. Now the Page of Pentacles, any page, if he's doing his job, he's bringing in news of some sort. But this guy is the one that does all the hard research to make sure he knows what he's doing. Minimizes risk factors. He's researching things at the table in the library. And that's where the Strength card comes in. It's telling you to know what you're doing and know where you're going with this momentum that's picking up with the Three of Wands. Strength is the absence of fear. And you fear less when you're taking less risks involved in moving forward. And once again, strength is a number 8. Just like the 8 of Pentacles up there. It's related to it. If you can find this alignment that this whole reading is about, finding your mojo and superseding that Thursday card with lust and anger involved in it, finding confidence with the Strength card to move forward with the 3 of Wands, utilizing the Wheel of Fortune card for what it's worth, taking control of things with the Emperor's energy, and finding the justice and the righteousness of things that are going on in your life to start that new transformation, to go for that new project that the 8 of Pentacles is offering, as well as the Ace of Wands. It's going to be about great success and personal harmony. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.